Okay.
What do you want to ask me?
So, let's start with your name.
My name's Fred Kaneshiro. I was
Kaneshiro.
born in 1933, July 11, 1933.
July.
We lived in Waikiki for a while, up till about 1952. Then we moved to Palolo, and we stayed there maybe about another 5, 6 years, and then I got drafted in the service. I went in the army, and I served 2 years, and I came out. Nothing.
No,
Nothing
it's very interesting. So, go ahead.
I met my wife in school, McKinley High School, and then I thought she was pretty, so I used to want to talk. She used to say, "Who's this guy? What do you want to bother me for?" Yeah? But I thought she was pretty, so I wanted to talk to her. And finally, I asked her for a date, and she said, "Okay." So,
You were surprised?
so yeah. So we went to the movie and stuff, you know. And those days, 1950, nothing exciting, you know. So we went to the movie, we went to the drive-in to go eat dinner, and all the same thing.
So that was your wife, your first date. What's your wife's name?
Oh, my wife's name was Genevieve Ebina, Reiko Ebina,
How do you spell that?
Ebina. And then I don't know. At first she was kind of shy, and afterwards she got used to. And then I used to go to her house, and we used to talk story and things like that. And the bus used to only run from until 12 midnight, and then it'd go back in the car barn, yeah? So every time I talk to her, I forget about the time, and then when come about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, oh, I have to run home from Nuuanu. I don't know if, do you know where Nuuanu is? No?
No,
I would
not.
say I would, how about 10 miles, eh? More than 10.
Yeah.
10 miles.
My batteries.
And I used to run from her house to my house.
10 miles of
About 10 miles.
in the middle of the night.
Yeah, mid-morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. Huh? But those days was safe.
Yeah.
Not like now. You know, now it's dangerous. Yeah?
Right.
You cannot be doing that. But anyway, I used to run. And every time I'd forget about the time, and 12:30 come, and oh, no bus. I have to start running. Oh, but I was only about 16, 17 years old, so I had a lot of energy at that time. You know, I was young, yeah? So I guess this is okay.
Were your parents worried about you coming home?
My mom was, yeah.
She'd wait up for you? Would she wait up?
Yeah. And she used to scold me. You know what time it is now?
So tell me about your mom. What's your mom's name?
Yoshiko.
Yoshiko.
She's from Japan. She was a picture bride, you know, and then.
What is a picture bride?
Well, I guess if this guy wanna get married or something, he has a whole bunch of pictures that you can pick from.
Oh.
You know.
And he picked her?
Yeah.
Your grandpa?
my dad.
Oh, your dad.
Yeah,
That'd
my
be your dad.
picked
Okay.
her, and then she came here.
And okay, so what's your dad's name?
Tsuneo Kaneshiro, Tsuneo.
Okay. And so was he born and raised in Hawaii?
No, he was born in Japan.
Oh, he was in
Yeah,
Japan.
and then he came to Hawaii to work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What kind of work?
Well, he was a cook at Moana Hotel. You know what Moana Hotel is? The one in Waikiki.
Okay.
We used to live in Waikiki.
Yeah, I'm fascinated
Yeah.
about that. Where in Waikiki?
Oh, just about the Kalakaua and John Anna Road. And I don't know, we had a real old house. Well, in those days, everybody's house was old. It was really, I mean, really old. So we stayed there till about 1952 or 53, somewhere around there.
So you would have been about 20?
I was just graduating high school.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So your whole what a beautiful place to be raised.
Yeah, Waikiki was okay. And
It was nothing like it is today, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It was
Yeah, and
what it looked like.
well, those days, all the houses was old, you know, really ramshackle and
It was
termite eaten,
swampland, yeah? Almost like
Yeah.
a swampland.
and a lot of centipede.
Oh.
Yeah, the centipede used to get in the house, and I got bitten by the eye, right about here, and my face all swelled up. And I went to see. At that time, she wasn't my wife. Went to see my wife, and then we were just boyfriend girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And then she looked at me. She was so scared. What happened? I told her, "Oh, the centipede bit me on the eye." My face was all swollen up.
Would it do that to everybody, or were you allergic to it, or that's they're pretty?
I guess that I was sleeping at that time, and I guess must have crawled on my and just bit me right here. Oh.
They're poisonous.
They're poisonous, so you're lucky you are okay.
Yeah, I got bitten about 4 times. Yeah, the first one when I was about maybe about 7, 8 years old. We went to this old house in Ala Park. This is an old theater, and then I thought it was crawling up my leg, the centipede, and I thought it was a cockroach. So I went like that, but I didn't knock him off, and then he bit me. Oh, what? So my leg went up, and he kicked the chair in the front of me. Then he fell down, you know.
But he bit you first.
Yeah, he bit me. Then I didn't know what it was. So when I went home, I looked at all the 2 pukas, you know. Then I knew it was a centipede. Yeah.
Did you do anything for it, or you just have to wait?
We had medication at that time, so my legs all swelled up.
Wow. So what did you do for fun in Waikiki growing up there? Did you surf?
No, I don't know how to surf. So in those days, hardly anybody surfed. Not too many people.
Okay, it
Only
wasn't.
like guys like Duke Kahanamoku and stuff like that. And those guys are okay, yeah.
Did you ever meet him?
What?
Did you ever meet Duke?
No, I never did. Or Don Ho and all those guys.
Yeah.
I never did, man.
So do you have brothers and sisters?
I have 3 other brothers and 1 sister. My sister is the oldest.
Okay.
Then I have 2 brothers above me, and then me, and there's a younger one. But I'm the only one that's still living. The
Okay.
rest all went already.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's got to be tough. So what are your siblings' names? What's your sister's name?
Well, my mom's name was Yoshiko. My dad's name was Tsuneo. My oldest sister was Thelma. And my brother, he was in the Korean War. He died in the Korean War.
Oh, he did.
The Korean War just started in 1950, and he was there only about 1 week, maybe 10 days, somewhere around there, and then they got ambushed, and he got killed there.
Do you know where he was when that
I
happened?
really don't know where he
No,
was.
that had to be heartbreaking.
Yeah, so
I can't imagine what your family went through.
yeah, he was. Oh, I'm not sure. He was probably about maybe 30. about 30 years.
Do you know what he was doing and what his job
he was
was?
in the infantry, I think.
The infantry?
Yeah, so and he got killed. And my older brother, the one right above me, he used to box, but I wasn't interested in those things.
What was his name?
George.
George, okay.
So David, George, then me, Fred, and then my younger brother was Albert.
Albert.
Albert, yeah. So.
Did you all get along well?
Oh yeah, we got along. We got along pretty good. And we used to sell. I used to sell newspaper when I was young. When I was about 6, 7 years old. Newspaper at those days was 5 cents. One newspaper.
Wow.
5 cents.
And you would walk around and hand them out?
Yeah, no. We had to sell. So if you want to buy a newspaper, you have to give me 5 cents.
Oh.
And so every 3 paper you sell, 10 cents goes to the company, 5 cents go to me.
Okay.
And we were okay, but we were real poor those days.
So your dad was a cook
Cook at Moana Hotel.
at Moana Hotel.
Yeah.
And was he where was he when like World War II happened? Was he?
World War II, no, he wasn't young.
He wasn't, okay, but
So-
was he like when Pearl Harbor got attacked, was he around for that?
Oh yeah.
Did he talk about it?
No, but I was 8 years old. at
You
that
were
time.
8 years old?
Yeah. And then I saw this airplane, with that round red dot,
Yeah.
Japan. I looked and say, what's that Japan airplane doing here, And then you can hear later on, boom, 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 Pearl Harbor being bombed, yeah?
You could hear it. And where were you when that was
Well,
happening?
living in Waikiki at that time.
Okay.
But the airplane came and then bombed I used to go to Luna Little grade school, and they bombed that school and and burned down. So
How did you feel about all that? That had to have been.
At that time, I didn't think. I just was wondering what they're doing right over here, and then I've come find out, and President Roosevelt said, "Oh, Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, and then they're gonna go to war." So there were a lot of local boys volunteered to go in the army.
Mm-hmm.
That's time they had this 442 infantry. I think they were the most decorated outfit in the United States, I think, at that time.
Wow.
So,
What did your parents say? Do you remember their reaction? during
yeah,
all that?
because we had curfew,
Okay.
And then you cannot put the light on. If you did put the light on, you had to put shades so that the light wouldn't shine out. Because just in case the airplane came and then they shoot, you see, even in the small match, they said they can see that, so you gotta cover it. And they used to have these civil defense workers going house to house and looking around. And if they could see the light on in the house, they wouldn't tap the house with a stick and say, hey, So we had to be, and we used to go to bed early anyway. So we ate early, we had to go to bed early. So,
Did you ever go to Pearl Harbor? Did you see the
no,
damage? Or
I didn't see all that.
well, that's probably good.
But you can see the picture where they bombed the thing, and the Arizona was crippled, and then the thing sank. A lot of people died at that time, I think over 1,000, I think.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
That had to been. Did you feel scared as a kid?
Oh, yeah. I was scared. I was thinking, I was only 8 years old when they attacked in Pearl Harbor, and I could hear the noise, the bomb, go boom, boom, boom. And then when I saw that airplane coming down with that red dot, and I was thinking, wow, what's that Japan airplane doing here over here in Hawaii? And then President Roosevelt came out on a thing. He said, "Oh, United States is at war with Japan."
Wow.
You know.
So you didn't know your wife at that point, but
No,
did
no,
she,
no. I
did
was
she
only
see any
18.
of that? Did she ever talk about that?
My wife?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Only her father was a fisherman. That boat that used to be the name of Kulakai right now, but it
Kulakai?
used to be
I gotta look
Darling
at
Duck.
this.
That's a boat that
So her,
her dad used to be.
oh wow. He was a fisherman on there.
He was a fisherman.
So was he out
So-
fishing when all that was going
Yeah,
on?
but he got stuck in Molokai, and then he couldn't come back to Oahu. You know.
Oh,
Yeah, because of the war.
uh-huh.
So then all the children had to go to Molokai to go visit him.
So he got stuck in Molokai? What do you mean?
He was stuck there for quite a while, and then after it kind of cooled down. Then he came back to Oahu,
Okay.
and then I guess maybe my wife was going to high school, and I thought she was pretty, so I used to hound her every time.
Oh, so you were in the same
Yeah,
school?
well, we weren't in the same class, but I used to see her around, and I said, "Oh, she's so pretty." I think I wanted to talk to her, but she used to think, "Who's this guy making humbug?" You know?
Right.
So then eventually, I asked her for a date, and she said, "Okay."
She said yes. Best day ever,
Yeah.
right?
And we used to go to the movies, in downtown, right in the heart of town. They had Princess Theater, Hawaii Theater, King, Liberty, International. Oh, there were about 6 or 7 movie theaters.
Oh,
that we
okay.
used to go.
What did you have a favorite actor or movie back then?
I used to like John Wayne.
John Wayne. That's a good one.
And then after that, and we had only one car and 4 boys, and everybody's trying to. It's my turn now.
Right. So you had to share.
When I had the car, we went out to eat, and to go out to drive-in. Kalakaua, that Rainbow Drive-In now, it used to be on Kalakaua, and I used to take her there, and then we used to have dinner. But nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy. Did you like school?
Not really.
No. Did you like math or writing better?
I guess math. I'd rather have math than anything other.
Okay.
Yeah. But
So
I wasn't a studious type. No.
yeah. After high school, what did you do?
I worked at Terminix for a while,
What's Terminix?
and that's where they treat the termites.
Yes.
Yeah, I was Terminix, and then I got drafted in the army.
You got drafted.
Yeah, in 1956.
Okay.
I served 2 years.
What part of?
I was at Schofield Barracks for a while. We had 6-month training, basic training, and then they shipped us to Korea.
You went to
But
Korea.
at that time, they shipped us to Korea. The war was already over already. The war started in 1950, and 1953 it was all over already. And I was there in 1956, so I served 2 years to 58, and then I came out and I got discharged.
So what did you think about being drafted?
I didn't want to go at first, I was thinking, gee, I don't want to go. But then you had to go because if you
No
didn't
choice.
go, he did take you, you go into jail.
Right.
You know, just like Muhammad Ali, he didn't want to go. He didn't want to lock him up. Well, anyway,
So Muhammad Ali, did he go? I don't.
he didn't go. No,
He didn't go, but he got away with it.
No,
So
was
he lost
prison.
his title.
Oh,
He was a champion, but he lost his title.
wow. So did your brothers? Did they get drafted also?
My oldest brother, he volunteered,
Okay.
and then the second one, he never got drafted. Although he was older than me, but he never got drafted. But I got drafted.
But then you did.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe they didn't want to take all the boys from the same family, or it's just a number draw. I don't know.
I don't know. I know my older brother. He volunteered, but the second one, he passed away too. But he was lucky, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
He didn't get drafted.
So what was training like? You went to
Oh
Schofield
yeah, that
Barracks?
was hard. That was tough. That
What'd they
6
do to
weeks
you?
of basic training. We had to go to Schofield Barracks.
Okay.
Oh, that was tough. And then you had to go hiking up the mountain, up the hill. And then I remember we were going hiking and I was daydreaming and then the next thing you know, that guy, the sergeant came and boom, whacked my arm. Whoa, that woke me up and then I started going. Oh, I remember that.
No daydreaming allowed.
Yeah, I
You
was
were on it.
daydreaming and I guess I was slow, so naturally the people in the back of me, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
keeping you going.
So I got one bump in the head. Oh, woke me up and I said, okay, started going. And then we had to assault a hill in Wahiawa. Oh, that hill was big, maybe about, maybe it was 6, 7, maybe 800 yards, and then we had to go in full gear up, I think 80 pounds with everything and the rifle and just gotta, oh, that was hard, you know, so.
So after 6 months, did you feel like you were in pretty good shape?
Yeah.
They did it? They got you in
Because
shape?
we had to, if you disobeyed the command or something, the sergeant used to say, okay, give me 25, you gotta do that.
Push up.
Yeah. And then toward the end, I could do 100, you know, but not anymore. Not okay, I cannot even do one.
So after 6 months, you got in shape. How did you get to Korea?
Oh, we had to go on a military plane. We went to Japan, and then from Japan we went to Korea. But we had to go to Japan. It was Camp Drake, and that's when they served us this. I didn't care for that. Oh, what was that?
Corned beef.
Corned beef hash.
Corned
Oh,
beef and cabbage.
Corned beef and cabbage. Oh, I
He
didn't
does
care
not
for that.
like corned beef and
I
cabbage.
didn't touch it. So every time my wife made corned beef and cabbage, I didn't get it. So
Brought
I
back
didn't eat
bad
that.
memories.
So from then on, then we stayed there a couple of days, and then we went to Korea. We reached there, Korea, just before Christmas. You know, we left Hawaii maybe about the 15th or 16th, and then we went to Japan. We stayed a couple of days, and from there we went to Korea, and we got all separated. I was in the 13th Engineers Battalion. You know, we had to build bridges and stuff like that, you know. So that was my job. And then finally, I got in trouble with the sergeant.
uh-oh.
Oh, this log was about from I would say about 16 feet, 16, and 16 feet long. And there were only 4 of us trying to get out. Me and my friend was one of the smallest guys out. And there were 2 other big white guys, yeah? They were big. They wanted only 4 of us to carry that thing, and we had to move for about 100 yards, I think, you know.
What were you carrying?
That log,
Oh yeah.
yeah, to make the bridge.
Okay.
Oh, I thought, how can we carry him? I argued with the guy. He turned me in.
Oh no. Then what happened?
I got busted.
What do they do? I mean, just because you questioned him,
Yeah,
he turned you in?
I argued with him and he turned me in. So I was a PFC and then he turned me in. So after I gave up on that and this motor pool, this dispatcher at the motor pool, that job opened up and I looked and I said, hey, so I signed up for it and I got it. So I was the dispatcher for the rest of my stay at Korea. So that was a real cushion job, you know.
Oh, it
I
worked
really
out.
liked that. I didn't do anything. I don't have to go out on the field and go build bridges and stuff. I didn't have to do all those things. I just sat in that office and taking a call and then sending those guys. I tell them, oh, you guys got to go here and there, and I'm the boss.
Right.
So I had a real good job. I like that.
So would you remember where in Korea you were?
I know Busan, they say Busan, but if I look at it now, and you know, in those days, they were so poor. I mean, if you look at the Korean show now on TV, oh, the houses are so big and beautiful, and even the people, they have nice clothes. In those days, they were like homeless people, really, you know,
Yeah.
just like homeless. And then I remember we had to go on a bivouac, and then we were up in the mountains, and we were having lunch. We ate lunch, and they had this big 55-gallon drum where we put all the food, you know, the leftover food, we put it in there. And then the mess sergeant said, okay, he rolled them out and he kicked that thing and that thing fell down. And the Korean people, we have a boundary like, they're all waiting with buckets or whatever they had. They had to go scoop it up. I looked at it, wow, you know. But we had steak and whatever. We ate good,
Yeah.
you know. But the Korean people, oh, they were so poor, just like homeless people.
Yeah.
They had lived in tent and corrugated iron, and oh, it was real bad. But and then the Greek Turkish, the Greek people, I think, they were mean, and then they shoot the Korean guy, and they threw him in on the barbed wire fence, and just left him there like that. He dead.
For no reason, they just.
Yeah, I don't know what he did. He did something, you know. I don't know. Maybe it bothered them or something. They shot him and they threw him on the barbed wire fence, and I don't know.
That had to be hard.
Yeah, but now if you look at the TV now and you see, oh, the beautiful homes and they have nice clothes and everything, I couldn't. But somebody said, oh, if you go out in the country, it's still the same, you know.
Oh, it's.
Yeah, it's poor.
Did you ever go back there again?
No.
No.
I don't think I would. I like to go to Japan,
Yeah.
but Korea.
Have you been to Japan
No,
besides
I've never. Only when I was in the service.
in the service?
Yeah.
So anything else in the service stand out to you?
I just came back from in 1958, and then I got discharged, and I went to back to Terminix, trying to work a little while, and I worked there for about 6 months or so, I think, and not even a year. And then I went to the Medical Dairies, delivering milk. And
Okay.
then I stayed there for about 9 years. If I stayed one more year, I would have had, they would have given me more money from the ILWU. But we went on a strike for 1 month, and we lost all our customers. So I went to Love's Bakery. I applied for it, but they didn't call, so I was going to Wholesome. Then the guy hired me, but then when he hired me, Love's Bakery called and he said, "Oh, why don't you come for an interview?" I said, "Okay." And so I called the Wholesome guy and told him, "Oh, I think I'm going to work for Love's Bakery." And then I still, so I used to deliver the pastry like Twinkies and cupcakes and ho-hos and all that. I delivered that for about 17 years. And then I went to the bread section about 7 years. And then the rest of the time I was working in the plant, coating the thing. So I spent about 30 years in Love's Bakery.
Wow.
And then, a couple of years later, they went bankrupt.
Oh, so it was good you got out when you did. So you were mostly delivering?
Yeah.
Where was your delivery route?
I used to deliver pastries all in Pearl City. You know, I started out at Hickam, and I came to Pearl City. Then I went to Mililani, Fulan, and then I came to Waipahu. Then I went to Eva, all the way up to the end of the road, the camp, the camps, I forgot the name.
Iroquois Point?
Huh? Iroquois, yeah. I had a big area, and most guys who only had about 2 or 3 markets. I had 9 supermarkets. Oh, that was hard. So, but
Do you remember what kind of delivery truck you drove? What was that like?
yeah, well, we had the truck was old, but then they gave us a new one, and they bought new ones. I think that was. But most of the new truck went to the neighbor island because they didn't have mechanics, you know. So the old trucks we had. So
It looked more like a van, like a
Yeah.
delivery van.
well, we had the rows of where you put all the pastries and
Was it a stick shift? Was it?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about when you were delivering milk? What kind
Uh,
of truck was that?
Oh, well, you had to stand, and you had a handbrake and you had a foot brake, and you had to stand and drive. At first, I was thinking, "Gee, how are you gonna drive that thing?" Well, then I got used to it, and then I
So
could do
you
it.
stood up to
Yeah.
drive. Wow. And was the milk in like glass jars
Yeah,
back then?
right.
And you'd probably drop off milk and pick up the empty jars?
No,
Or no?
They used to leave it out, yeah, but they used to leave it out, and we used to pick it
Oh, okay.
up. And then one of my friends, he got hurt, and he got cut, and the blood was shooting out. Oh, so, but he's okay now.
What friend was that?
He used to deliver with me. We used to be delivering.
Oh,
you know.
okay. Do you still see him? Is that a friend you
I
still
haven't
see?
seen him for ages. Ever since I left Marigold, I haven't seen him.
So then when you had let's see, when did you get married? So
I
you're
got married in December 1st, 1956.
okay.
Yeah. So 56, so that's 68 years we've been married.
Wow,
68,
congratulations.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a long time. So you got married. Where did you get married?
Here in Hawaii. And they had this Japanese Honganji
Church.
church. And,
Okay.
so we got married.
And
We had
was it a
about-
big wedding?
We had about 200 people came, all my friends and my wife's friends, and about 200 came. So, and I was in the service at that time. I had to shave my head.
Oh. So okay. So you were in the service. Is that before you went to Korea?
Yeah.
Okay. And then did you have children right away?
No.
And-
Uh,
I wondered if he needed a drink.
when we came back, let's see, I came back in 68, no, 58. Yeah, Laurie was already born.
Okay.
Yeah,
So she was born while you were
yeah.
overseas.
So,
What was that like being a dad of you've got four kids?
That was the first time when I wasn't still in the uniform, but she looked at me, Laurie, and she always used to cry all the time. But then when I carried her, she did. So my wife said, "Oh, how come you're not crying?" I guess maybe I'm the father of that, so I guess she didn't cry. But anyway, she didn't cry, and I held on to her for a while, and it was okay.
Yeah. So Lori is your oldest,
Yeah, and then Karen,
and then Karen,
and then Wendy,
Wendy,
and then Gary.
And
Gary's the youngest.
Gary's the youngest. Okay.
So
what was your family life
Yeah.
like? It was busy.
dull.
We would go to the drive-ins a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, you did. It took you to the drive-ins.
Yeah, we used to go driving a lot.
Yeah.
They had, you can just sit in the car and the cops would come. They were on skates, they had skates and
Oh, they like roller skates?
yeah, roller skates.
Oh,
And
okay.
then if you turn on the light and they come and take your order, and then you roll up your window a little bit, and then they put the tray, and then you can eat. Once you get over it, then you turn on the lights and then you blink it, and then they come and pick it up and you pay them off.
Oh, fun. So that was fun, Karen? Going to the drive-ins?
Yeah. My mom used to actually make like dinner. And
Oh,
she would bring it to the drive-in and
Oh.
we would eat it.
Like a
at the
picnic at the
like
drive-ins.
Exactly. So we called it a picnic dinner.
oh,
Yeah.
that's fun.
Yeah.
She cooks just like my wife. My wife is a pretty good cook.
How'd your wife learn to cook so well?
Oh, I don't know. I guess the dad was on the ship, on the boat, and then he was the cook too, and he used to make that fish sushi, and my wife had to take out the bone, and then he used to make the sushi, and he used to give it to the neighbors, and that neighbor, Harry Hirata, he hated it. Oh, that's so good. He said, "Tell your dad, go make again." to make another one. Boy, he was a nice guy. We used to go fishing with him. I used to go fishing. We used to catch this mullet. We had fun.
What kind of fish?
Mullet. That was
Mullet?
just mullet. And,
What do you remember what you used for bait?
what?
What kind of bait?
Oh,
Would-
bread.
Bread.
Yeah, you had the line, and then you put the bread. Maybe you put about 4 bread on the line,
Uh-huh.
and then you put one on the hook, So what they do is they grab from the blender, and then when they grab the hook, so with the line is going like that, then all of a sudden it stays for about maybe about 10, 15 seconds, and then I know that thing is in the mouth, and I jerk it, and I get it.
Okay. And they
Well,
taste
that
it.
was fun.
That would be fun. That's quite a boat to go fishing on. That
Oh,
was.
but that
Did you go on that
they used
one?
to catch the aku, that big one, maybe about 25, 30 pounds. Oh, and that thing is heavy, when they pull, that thing go boom, that thing go flying all over, and then it doesn't have a bob, so it's just a hook, and then they just check it, and that thing come, and they put it in again, and boom. So when that school comes, you gotta hurry up, and you gotta, get,
Reel them in where you can get them.
yeah. So when they used to come back from fishing, the thing will be full. They have the tub, and then they used to give some away to their friends. Everybody used to wait over there.
Would he sell fish at the auction?
No, they had tuna packers. They used to make the canned tuna.
Yeah.
They used to sell it to them.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they used to make the canned tuna. Now it's small.
Yeah.
Before it used to be much bigger, and I had a lot of tuna in there, but not now. Now it's so small.
Do
This is at Fisherman's Wharf,
Yeah, you know where the
Fisherman's
Fisherman
Wharf
Wharf is?
right before Ala Moana
Okay.
Beach. Yeah.
Is that where we had dinner down by?
Well, this is a little more down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So do you know how he got involved in fishing? Her dad? What
No, I really don't know.
did his dad fish?
Oh, he
maybe?
was already a fisherman already when I met my wife.
Okay.
And I held her hand. I told Dad, I want to marry your daughter. He looked at me.
What did he say?
He said, okay, all right.
Aw. And her mom? Did you get along with her mom?
The mom, they got divorced.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she was she was living in Molokai, and he couldn't.
So I don't know if I asked you, but what did your dad do?
My dad,
Yes.
he was the cook at Moana Hotel.
Yeah, oh yeah, he did that.
Yeah.
And then what about his dad, your grandpa? Did you know your
no.
grandpa?
Oh, I had a picture of him, but my oldest brother, his wife, well, she passed away already, and the daughter, Junko, she burned the picture already. So I don't have a picture of
How
that.
come she burned it?
Yeah.
Why did she burn it?
Oh, I don't know, some kind of Japanese, that kind of.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
so she burned the thing.
So what was your grandpa's name?
Do
you remember?
I don't know because I didn't meet them. So
Oh, you
they
didn't meet them.
They were in Japan.
Oh yeah, so they
so-
were in Japan.
Yeah, they were in Japan. So I never got to meet them.
And how did your dad come here?
He was laborer looking for a job. He was going to what was that now? Not Puerto Rico. I forget that. Well, anyway, now he wasn't going to Hawaii, but at the last minute they changed and he came to
Oh,
Hawaii.
okay.
Yeah, so, and then I guess he wanted to get married, so they had this picture bride that you go, and he picked my mom,
Okay.
And she came.
Then she came.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you know where in Japan he was from?
Okinawa.
Okinawa.
Yeah.
And was your mom
And my mom was from Okinawa too.
from Okinawa
Yeah,
too?
he's from Okinawa. My dad was from Okinawa too.
Okay.
So
So he came here to work
yeah. Yeah.
and then got a job and then
Yeah.
had her come over.
Yeah. So.
Interesting times, huh? So have you traveled much at all besides, so you went to Korea, Japan.
Yeah.
Have you been to the mainland?
I only went Las Vegas.
You went to Las Vegas. What'd you do in Las Vegas?
I used to like gambling to California Hotel or Fremont.
Yeah.
Or I used to go to Palms. I think Palms, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And,
What did you like to play?
I used to play crap, but then I never made money. I always lost money. So one day, a friend of mine said, "Why don't you try playing the slot machine?" So I was playing the slot machine, and I hit the jackpot. From then on, I didn't want. I wasn't interested in crap. I just wanted to play the machine.
Play the
I was hooked on the machine already.
Right.
So I got the royal flush, and I had only at that time I played only quarters, so I had $1,000. You know, I
Right.
was happy.
That's a lot back
Yeah,
then, right?
$1,000.
Who did you go with?
With my friends.
Went with your friends?
Yeah, yeah.
Friend.
I used to, my mom. I used to take my wife too, but you know, she gets so excited. She caught 4 aces. I remember one time, and then I was quite a bit away from her, and she was sitting, and then she done, "Oh, Dad!" And she comes running to me. She's telling me I got 4 aces. And then I thought, you know, if you leave your chair, a lot of times somebody come and take your seat, and they gonna claim that's
Their chips.
their 4 aces. you know.
Right.
I said, you cannot do that. She said, oh, okay.
She was excited.
She got 4 aces, and she was so happy.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. I used to like Las Vegas. I used to go twice a year, but not anymore. I cannot walk.
Yeah.
Oh. We used to walk from the strip on the strip. Oh man, and Caesar's Palace. And, oh, that was a long walk. And later on, my friend tells me, "Hey, you know, you shouldn't be walking like that nighttime. It's not good."
Right. You're not back in Waikiki
Yeah.
anymore, right? So I have to ask about Waikiki. Why did your parents sell their property?
Oh, no.
Why?
We were renting at that time.
Oh,
Yeah, we were-
okay.
Yeah, we were renting, and then we went to look. Oh, so many different places. I think we went to about maybe 2 dozen homes to look for homes to buy. Because when my brother died, my dad had got $10,000 because of his. So we were going to buy a house, and then they had a nice house in Palolo, Carlos Long Track, and that house was about 2 years old, but it was a big house with about 5 bedrooms and almost 2-story because it was a basement-like thing, but they had 1 or 2 bedrooms downstairs, and they had 3 upstairs, and it had a big lot, corner lot. But my dad said he wants a new house, so we bought the one, the Palolo now, all termite eaten now.
Okay.
So, but he used to drink a lot every time.
Your dad?
Yeah, because, and one day he was so drunk, he was going home, walking home, and then he was lucky because some bunch of boys saw these two legs sticking out from the bushes,
Oh,
and he had passed out, and then they helped him up, and then they told him, "Whoa, where do you live?" And he told them where he lived, and they took him home. He was lucky,
you got him.
really lucky. So.
So how old were you, like, when your parents, they're gone, right?
Oh, my mom was really young when she passed away. She had cancer, yeah.
Oh,
And then my mom was only about 57, 58, I think. 58, I think was, yeah.
oh, that's so young.
And yeah, she was so young when she passed.
Do you know what kind of cancer she had?
Stomach, yeah.
Was it stomach?
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing her open wound.
And she had a big lump all around. And then when I took her to the doctor, they had so many patients waiting, and then she didn't want to wait anymore. She didn't get to see the doctor. And maybe about 6, 7, 8 months later, I take her because that thing was hurting her, and then I had to take her. But by that time it was too late already.
Oh, that had to have been hard.
Yeah.
So is she buried
Yeah.
on the island here?
Yeah,
Where is she buried?
What's it? The Japanese.
Yeah, I don't know the
I
name
don't
of
forget,
it.
I forgot the name of the place, but
Nuwami, yeah?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So-
it's like a church.
Yeah, like a,
Yeah, they have all these plots. Oh, maybe about 1,000. Yeah, about 1,000. Yeah, I think.
so my grandfather and her are in there.
Okay, so when did your dad pass? What happened to your
Oh.
dad?
She was 1968, the July, New Year's Day, July 1st, and I just started
January
working
1st.
for Love's Bakery, and then he passed away, and then I was supposed to start that day, and then I was told he passed away, so I told them that my dad passed away, and they told me it's okay, go ahead, go. And,
Oh.
so,
Was that unexpected? Was he,
well, he had cancer too.
He
They
had
both
cancer?
had cancer.
what kind of cancer did
He
he
had
have?
stomach cancer.
He did too?
A lot of stomach cancers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's too bad. That's pretty young to
Yeah.
lose your dad. too.
My dad was 72, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
72.
Her, my wife's dad was 72 also.
Oh,
But my dad was, he was born in 1895.
1895.
My mom was 1905,
Okay.
so about 10 years, yeah.
Wow. That's. So did you have any favorite hobbies? I know you liked Las Vegas a little bit. What about in
Yeah.
school? What was your hobbies in school?
I wanted to play baseball, but I wasn't good enough. I didn't make the team.
Okay, but you played probably with your brothers.
Yeah.
He liked singing.
Oh, you like to sing.
Before, not now. I cannot sing now. I used to like singing.
Did you sing in school or anything?
No,
Church or
no.
must be where you got it from,
Okay,
Karen.
when I'm taking a bath and I'm
Right?
singing in the bathtub. I don't think that.
Let's see. Let me hear. How has Oahu changed? We kind of talked about that.
Oahu?
Yeah, the island. What are some of the biggest changes you've seen in the island over
Well,
your
we had
years?
train tracks before, and we had buses that had electrical. They had to go move the rope and had the wire, and they had to put on, and then from there they used to drive the bus. Yeah.
Oh, kind of like a trolley?
Trolley, yeah, they had a trolley too, and then we used to go to Makali, the bridge in Alawai, and that bridge was really old and shaky. Oh, it's made of only wood, no steel. And fish, the baby fish used to come, moili, yeah? We should, that thing would be all black, all the baby fish, yeah? We used to go there and hook that thing, when I was a kid. Yeah, and we used to fry that and make it crispy and eat the whole thing. It was good. I used to like that.
Sounds like
And
fun.
then I remember one time I was on Alawai, but the Kalakaua Bridge, it's around. And then I went fishing, and then I had this fish, and I was pulling them up, and then this moi, that's a really good fish, came and bit the bait, and I just happened to be lucky, and I pulled in that thing. I must have been about 4 or 5 pounds, and I was so happy. I left my pole there, I got the fish, I ran home. I showed my mom the fish. I told her, Mom, look what I caught. He said, oh, and we had it for dinner that
You
night.
did.
Yeah.
Who cleaned it?
And then I was thinking, I think my pole, somebody took my pole already. I went back, no, my fishing pole was still there. I left my pole and everything, still there. I was so happy though. I ran all the way home from Kalakaua to my, and the fish is shaking, and the bus passing by looking, holding that.
Got your fish.
I was so happy. I was maybe 10 years old, I think. 10, 11 years old, I think.
Oh, sounds like you had a pretty good childhood.
And then they used to, the military, they used to throw coins in the Alawai Canal, and they used to, well, I was still young yet, so I didn't go. So what I had was a can, maybe about gallon can, pink can paint, and then I used to put some rocks in it so that I used to make hole on the bottom, and I put a rock in there, and I used to fling it out there, and then I used to pull, and then it's all mud underneath, So whatever the guys didn't catch when they threw the coin, the thing would go in the mud, and then I would find maybe about 15 cents, 20 cents, and if I found 10 cents, I would go and buy some French fries. I used to, and the drive-in was right next to that bridge, so I used to buy French fry, back the package of French fries. I used to have to eat that. I used to pull that thing in.
Like a wishing well, almost. You get the. Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
My wife used to make that clam soup. That used to be so good.
Do you remember that, Karen? So like a
Maybe.
clam chowder?
No.
No,
Different?
It was
No.
clear.
It
Oh,
was
clear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
But that was good though.
Yeah, I kind of remember that.
So is there anything else that you can think back on your childhood or that was extra special?
Only when I used to sell newspaper, it was 5 cents, I remember. Even soda water, Pepsi, Coke, 5 cents.
Oh, you'd sell Pepsi and Coke too?
Yeah, it was 5. And Pepsi was a big bottle. Coke was a small bottle, yeah? You know how that thing is shaped.
Yeah.
And then I used to drink the Pepsi because Pepsi was a bigger bottle.
Oh.
you know?
And did you like the taste better too?
They were about the same.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell the difference. And I used to buy dill pickle. I used to like that, you know. The
Oh.
whole pickle all around.
Yeah, the big ones. Our boys
yeah,
like
I
those.
used to like that. I used to buy that.
Where'd you buy them from?
Oh, well, in Waikiki, I used to sell newspaper. They call it Beach Walk. And then I used to sell it, and then I used to go to the restaurant and delicatessen, and then buy the big pickle, and I used to eat it.
Do you remember what streets that was that you were by?
Saratoga and Kalakaua.
Where that's at?
You know where Fort DeRussy is?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Saratoga and Kalakaua, and there's a bunch of restaurants used to there, but now there's nothing. I don't know what is there now. I haven't gone to Waikiki so long now. I don't know what it looks like now.
Did you ever go to like the North Shore?
Oh, I haven't gone, not sure. Oh, man, about 30, 40 years already.
When you were young, did you?
Yeah.
We used to have
Good.
family
We-
picnics.
We used to
Oh.
go around the island one now and then.
Yeah.
It still take about 2 hours.
But we used to have family picnics, remember?
Yeah.
With all our cousins and
Yeah.
our aunts and uncles.
Where would you go?
Ali'i Park.
Ali'i Park.
Yeah. Haleiwa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sounds.
that was fun, and we used to catch awama, the small fish.
Oh.
You just need a bamboo pole
Uh huh.
and just not even put a bait on, just keep hooking it. They're small fish,
Okay.
and it's really
Yeah,
tasty.
we have, you know,
You could fry it whole.
The
the
whole
hook.
thing.
Yeah.
the hook, they have like that, like so, you know. But that one had only 3, but anyway, you can put in there, just leave them up, and you hook the fish.
Yeah, it was. You didn't need any bait; just hook it.
Oh,
'Cause they
fun.
would come in like a lot, like
Right in the ocean?
Yeah,
Is
in
that
the ocean? Like,
okay?
right, kind of not really shallow, but you know. But yeah, it was fun. I remember,
Oh,
and we used to fry it whole,
right.
make it really crunchy and crispy.
Uh-huh.
And you could eat it
Okay.
whole with the head and the tail.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was
Gotta
really
have all
good.
kinds of good nutrients
Yeah,
in
It
there.
was really good though.
So, Karen, what are some of your fondest memories of your parents
Oh.
growing up? You gotta have some good stories, I bet.
I don't know. I don't know. We would always go, like movies. I remember that, and go visiting our cousins. We would get together every so often, go to each other's houses, and play with them.
She won't let me turn it.
Yeah.
And were they nearby? I mean, not too far away. Different towns?
Yeah. At that time, I think my my aunt and my uncle lived in Palolo,
Okay.
where my grandfather's house was.
Okay.
Because they passed, so they moved there, and then we lived here in Pearl City. My other uncle lived in Waipahu.
Yeah.
For a little bit, and then he moved here to Pearl City after. And then my other uncle, where did Uncle George live? He lived
He moved in
in town, yeah?
yeah, in town.
Yeah.
You know, kind of old folks home, like.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But he was drunk and he fell down. He hit his head and passed away.
Oh. Your brother?
Yeah, the
Oh.
one right above me. The
Oh.
one used to box.
He helped me out at Eva Beach when I
Huh?
did a cement pad out there.
He was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, he poured the pad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was kind of in charge of it. You know, I had a lot of help from the fire department guys, but he kind of led the.
He was very meticulous, too.
Was he?
Yeah, very picky.
Came out good though.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
he was funny.
Wow. Well, that's pretty cool. Interesting. It's amazing what you've seen in your lifetime, right? Like a lot of changes and
Oh yeah, like Waikiki now, where we used to live, there's all hotels now. I look at it now, I say, whoa.
I wonder how many people lived here when you were a kid.
Oh,
Like what is there, like 1 million down there now, right?
Yeah, it's probably.
but now there's all big hotels and none of the old homes.
Even when I got here in 1972,
Did they
There was
still
a lot
have
of-
that Waikiki market? The right on the
internet,
corner
yeah.
of John Arrow Road and Kalakaua. I haven't
International
gone there.
Marketplace.
Ah,
Is that the what is
Waikiki Market,
Yeah.
they used to call it. The Tagawa family used to own that.
No.
But that thing was there for a long time. I used to have a skating ring across that. Yeah, a big skating ring.
Like roller skating?
Yeah.
Oh, did you roller skate?
No, I didn't know.
You didn't?
I didn't know how to roll.
I used to.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
They had one in Mililani too.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Roller skating, and to music, like disco music.
Right,
with
right,
the
in
lights
circles.
and everything, and go round in circle and skate. Yeah,
Oh,
that
that's
was fun.
fun.
Oh, you know?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Uncle Mike, did you skate as a kid?
Skated a little.
Bloomfield
We had
Gardens?
Bloomfield Gardens.
Right, okay.
Skating
You did
there.
too, honey?
Everybody skated.
Everybody skated,
Yeah.
right.
That was fun. And then to stop, I forgot the thing was in the front or was it in the back? To stop.
Probably the back.
The back.
Or no, they had a
Front,
back
yeah.
one, but they had front.
Yeah.
So if you could skate backwards, you could flip backwards and stop that way.
Oh.
Otherwise, you could
Yeah.
only use one
Yeah, I
foot.
remember doing that.
Right.
That going
But
around
hardly
the
anybody
corner.
ever break.
That's why they called it all skate. Everybody
Yeah.
skated all skate.
Yeah.
Yeah, hardly anybody braked.
Yeah.
Just keep going around circles.
Just kept
That
a
was
on
lot,
going.
of, lot of falls, but
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
Aw. So now you're in retirement, right? So what did you do once you retired? Were you happy to retire
Yeah.
from the bakery,
I used
right?
to like going to Vegas,
Yeah,
but then when the legs started getting weak and
yeah.
I quit going to Vegas. I haven't gone to Vegas in about 15 years, maybe more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to like going to California Hotel, Fremont,
Is that in Vegas? Okay.
California Hotel,
I've been there a couple times, but not in a long time.
Fremont. Oh, forget
that's the
all
old
that.
part of Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Downtown. They
where
call
they
it
have
downtown.
that canopy with all the stuff on it. You
Oh.
ever seen that?
I
The
think
light show, the electric light show.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they have a zip line that goes right through.
Oh, we
Downtown,
haven't done
too.
that.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's Frank and I got engaged in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah?
That's where we got engaged in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Really?
We did. In the Eiffel Tower.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, long time ago.
Yeah.
Right?
Then we went to France to the real Eiffel Tower.
Yes, we did. So,
That's nice.
well, thanks for sharing your stories with us. It's very interesting. You raised a beautiful daughter. We love Karen. So blessed. I don't know the rest of your kids very well.
Or
Laurie is the oldest.
I got to meet
Karen.
Lori briefly. Yeah,
Then Wendy.
and
and
Wendy.
Gary's
Okay.
the youngest.
And do they live nearby?
Gary lives in Waikiki with his wife,
Okay.
and
Wendy lives by the stadium.
Wendy's by the old stadium where the stadium is.
Okay.
She's over there.
Okay. So 4 kids. How many grandkids?
Seven grandchildren
7
and
grandchildren.
13 great grandchildren.
13 great grandchildren.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wonderful. Any messages for your grandchildren and great grandchildren? Anything you'd want to?
I just not really. I don't have to.
Be good kids and listen to your parents.
Yeah. Don't get in trouble.
Yeah. Stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Aw.
I got some banana cream pie. Who wants some? When you gotta quit eating at 9?
Uh-oh. What time is it?
Yeah, I'm still good.
So
Want a piece?
9:30.
No. Thank you. No.
All right. Anything else, Karen, you
No.
want to know? Anything else we
No,
didn't cover?
No.
I always will go back later and when
Too
I
bad you couldn't interview my mom.
I know.
She
Can
has-
I? Could-
No, I don't think she would.
No. What can you tell
'Cause
us?
she was in the internment camp, yeah?
No. She was in Molokai,
Oh.
but they were stuck there because my father-in-law
Yeah, but she
was
got
a
money.
fisherman. Huh?
She got money though, right? From the
Oh yeah. She collected 20,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from the government.
Yeah.
Okay, so explain this a little more.
I don't know. I don't
This
really-
was during what, after the war?
Yeah.
Yeah, after.
After the war.
This was about. She collected money about 15 years ago.
Mm,
Oh, how about that? I think.
maybe
This-
more. Maybe 15 to 20 years ago.
Yeah, I think about that.
So
The government said because they were, stuck in a certain place and they just like
They
telling
were kind of like prisoners, kind of
Yeah.
like that,
okay,
because they couldn't come back here.
they couldn't come back
Yeah.
because it was wartime.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
and how long were they there? How long did they make them stay? You said
Oh,
Molokai?
I forgot already because so long. I don't know.
So she would have been about like 7. I mean,
I don't know. So she had to fill out all this paperwork in order to collect the money.
uh-huh.
So she filed for her mom, her sister, and I think her brothers too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that many years later, they were going to
Because my
compensate.
grandfather had passed away already, so he was.
Oh,
Yeah. So I remember her having to fill out paperwork and stuff for that.
did she ever talk about what it was like to be in a camp?
Not really.
No,
No. Yeah.
she was pretty young.
Yeah. She never really talked about it.
Sure you don't want some, Garen?
No, I'm
Yeah?
I brushed my teeth.
No. Thank you.
Someone's here.
Yeah, so what else can you tell us about your wife?
My wife.
What were her, did she have
She was
hobbies?
good cook.
Good
She
cook?
sewed.
She's a good
Oh, she
Yeah,
sewed.
She used to sew, yeah.
Yeah.
She used to sew all my shirt,
Yeah, she was a good
and then
homemaker.
Good homemaker.
my kid brother used to get jealous. He said, "How come you don't make one for me?"
Mm.
So she had to make one for my kid brother. I think she made one for the one above me too. She's
She had a hard life though,
yeah.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
so?
because her mom left
Yeah.
Oh,
because they divorced.
okay.
The
Divorced.
mom moved to Molokai. My grandfather stayed here, raising 2 boys and her.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. So she, as a girl, had to do
Take care-
everything.
Oh, that is tough. How old was she when her mom?
Young. She was young. So I remember that's why she has arthritis in her hands, because she had to wash clothes. You know,
Yeah.
on those washing boards.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Because
you
they
know,
didn't have washing
washboard.
machines.
Yes.
Yes.
She used to wash clothes with
and
that.
she was young. She was young, so she had to wash.
And they
everything
couldn't
like
afford to buy a washing
Yeah.
machine.
that. Yeah,
I don't think maybe that washing machine was old too. That
but but yeah.
In what city was she living in as a child?
I don't
Huh?
know. Where did she live? Where she was?
Kamanawai Lane.
Oh.
That's the Tinky. They used to call them Tinkan Alley.
That's in like, where is that now? Like Chinatown?
Yeah.
Chinatown.
Okay.
That place is all gone already.
Yeah.
Cause there's all hotels and.
Do you know why her mom went to Molokai? Just
I guess she met another
She married
guy.
another
so
guy.
she and just up and left. Did she ever see her mom again?
Not until later on
Yeah.
in life.
When she was old, she was
Old.
in her. She was 93.
Oh, really old
Yeah,
then.
she was. And then
Yeah.
she had to go to the doctor. I used to take her to the doctor and things like that.
Yeah. My mom kind of was a little bitter to
Well,
her.
I can't imagine not
Yeah.
being. That would be tough.
Yeah. Because she had to grow up by herself
Yeah.
when she was young, you know, without
Yeah.
with all boys, you know, all men. Yeah. Okay. So,
Mm.
and then my grandmother had one, two, yeah,
What?
two kids.
Oh,
Betty
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Clinton.
The kind.
Clinton and Betty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the picture over there.
Yeah, Clinton and Betty is.
Can I see picture?
Well, I don't think we have Betty, but we have Clinton.
So that's your mom's siblings?
Yeah.
Then they would be.
Well, the boy passed away already. He had cancer.
That's her
He
brother.
was-
Would that be her half
yeah,
brother?
that's the boy.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
And
she-
the girl, she married a rich family. She's a millionaire now.
Yeah.
So she didn't know them growing up,
No.
not till
So,
later
yeah,
in
so they
life.
met later on,
Okay.
like when everyone was an adult, like older.
Okay.
Yeah. So he passed away.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was her relationship with her dad? They were probably close then.
Yeah.
If her dad
Yeah.
was taking care of the whole family and
Yeah. And her brothers, you know, she was close to the brothers.
yeah.
So, yeah. But,
Because actually, my wife's side, they had 2 boys and 2 girls.
yeah.
But the youngest girl stayed with the mother.
Because she was an
Oh.
infant.
Yeah.
Oh.
So she took her.
Oh, I
She didn't
see.
take
So
her
that's
mom.
why
Oh.
they had 2 boys and 2 girls. And,
Yeah. So she wasn't close to
But
her.
she
Right.
passed away. She
passed
she
away
had
too.
bad diabetes and other kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she passed
So
away.
she's actually younger than she was younger than my mom. She
Okay.
passed away a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. That's tough. I mean.
Yeah, but we
that's-
got to meet everyone.
Wow.
So, but yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of weird for her. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's you know tough stuff. It's a broken world we
Yeah,
live in.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but
She-
I guess back then it was considered very rare, you know, because most people wouldn't get divorced, you know,
Right.
stay together, even though, you
Yeah.
know, they would just stay together, right? Not like nowadays, everyone,
Ye-
you know,
Right.
but yeah,
And so, did she talk much about what it was like taking care of her brothers?
rough.
It-
Oh, she said it was rough.
So she had to do laundry. She had to
Laundry,
cook.
cook,
Well, that's why she.
Clean, everything.
And her dad was out fishing,
Yeah.
right? So he was probably on the boats
Yeah.
a lot.
Mhm. And the younger brother was a rascal. So
Oh. Oh.
yeah, she had to always make sure, you know, he got all his homework done and whatnot.
Aw.
yeah.
So she kind of lost out on her childhood a little.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
She had a hard. Yeah.
So then she met you, and then you.
I used to go chasing her
around a
He's,
tree.
you smile really big when you talk about her.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
You know, McKinley, they have the rows of trees, yeah?
Yeah, you know where McKinley High School is? You know where McKinley is?
That's in
On
down.
King Street.
Okay, it's on King Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
They have
pass
a
if
row
you
of
go down there,
trees,
yeah, there's rows of trees.
Okay.
And then she used to hang around with her girlfriends, and oh, here he comes again.
Yeah. She must have liked it.
Finally, I asked her, if she wanted to go out with me and go to a movie. One day she said, "Yeah, okay." Oh, okay. So we
Did you
went.
take her to a John Wayne movie?
Yeah.
Do you remember what your movie was?
I used to like John Wayne and what's his name? Paul. I forget his name. And then this Hedy Lamarr. She was pretty. Hedy Lamarr.
You do?
And
I've seen her.
Shirley Temple was.
Oh yeah.
You remember her? She's
My
cute.
my
huh?
mom loved Shirley
Yeah,
Temple.
but I
Shirley
remember
Temple.
watching Shirley Temple
Yeah,
movies.
I liked
Yeah,
her.
Yeah.
yeah.
She
I
can
like
dance.
her. I
She
can't
can
like
do
her.
a lot of things. She can
Sing.
sing and
Talented.
dance. And,
She was young.
oh, Tyrone Power. She used to act with him. Humphrey Bogart. Yeah. At that time, Franklin Roosevelt was the president. And then
Okay.
the war started.
Okay.
And then you're supposed to serve only 2 terms, yeah? But because of the war, he ran for another term. So he ran two and a half terms, Roosevelt, President Roosevelt. Although he couldn't walk, he had polio,
Okay.
yeah? So, but he didn't show that he was, I didn't know he had polio because he always sitting down and
Behind a
he was
desk.
always talking.
You know that movie?
But I didn't know he had polio, but he did have polio.
Was he a well-liked president?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he was a good president. Him and
It was in, they moved there.
Winston Churchill,
Yeah.
he was Great Britain's prime minister, and the guy from Russia, what's his name? Oh, Stalin, Joseph Stalin. He was Russia's president. you know.
Okay.
And the 3 of them would get together and then they'd talk. And they were all always sitting down. So I didn't know that President Roosevelt had polio. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Uh.
So your mom, Karen, she went into a camp when she was young. Was that before her mom left, do you think? So she would have been in that camp alone or no?
I don't know. I think when her mom had already left.
Well, that would have been pretty
I don't know.
scary
Yeah,
as a
not
kid.
sure. Yeah. But yeah.
Tough times, huh?
Mhm.
So did she sing, your wife? Did she like to sing too, or does she not?
Nah,
No.
Does she dance?
her friends used to sing. Her
Okay.
2 good friends, they used to sing. But she didn't. I used to sing to her.
Aw, she must have liked it. Did you go out dancing together? Was that a thing back then?
Only when we were in school. Other than that, we didn't have
School dances. Bowling? Was there bowling?
Yeah, they used to be in the bowling league.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Both of them.
Yeah.
okay. On the same league? Both
I
together?
don't know. Were you on the same league?
No, I was in the league, but she wasn't in the league.
Oh,
she
she
only
wasn't?
bowled for fun.
Oh, no wonder. Okay, because she had her own bowling ball
Yeah,
too.
but she got her. Yeah, she had her own bowling ball.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Did she like to drive?
Oh, no.
Oh yeah,
She was a
I taught all my
terrible driver.
kids and my wife how to
Oh, you
drive.
taught everybody.
Yeah, I taught.
Who taught you?
My brother, the one above me.
Okay.
He taught me how to drive.
And
I
then-
had my license when I was a junior in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, and then those days it wasn't strict like now. Now it's, you do something a little bit wrong, you make a mistake, or you didn't make a hand signal or something, and then they used to go have a hill, and if you went more than 6 inches, 12 inches, then they wouldn't give you that license.
Oh, like if you rolled backwards?
Yeah, if you went rolling back, they wouldn't give you a license.
Because it was a
You
stick
gotta-
shift, right?
And then they didn't have automatic to it. You gotta play with your gas and the clutch and the gas pedal.
Yes.
You know? And you you cannot go more than 12 inches, so you gotta make sure you go real fast.
Right. And did he teach you how to drive a stick shift, Karen?
Oh, I knew how to drive a stick shift.
Oh, you did?
Well, I learned how to drive a stick shift. Yeah.
Okay.
But he would tell me, did you drive before? And I said, no. He goes, how do you know how to drive? And I said, I watch.
Oh.
I watch people, and then that's how I learn, And he goes, oh, seems like you drove before. Like,
So Karen was a
"No."
natural, huh?
Wendy, my other sister Wendy, was terrible.
She had a hard
She
time.
couldn't ride a
She used to
bike.
make me nervous.
Oh.
I used to ride with her, and she's all drifting. There's that line, yeah? She's drifting. Hey!
Yeah, she couldn't ride a bike either.
Oh. It's
Bicycle, so yeah, she
that's
was
a
very
little-
uncoordinated.
a little nerve-wracking
Yeah.
teaching your kids to do that. And your wife, was she a good driver?
No.
Yes.
No.
I
No,
taught
she
her.
wasn't.
And she didn't have to park. I was there. Anyway, she's supposed to parallel park, yeah?
Mhm.
But I was waiting at the police station, and then I was waiting at the corner, and then she said, "Is that the cop?" Told her, "Oh, is that your husband?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, just leave the car." So I took the car, and then they just gave her a license.
Oh, she did.
She didn't have to parallel park. She was lucky.
You saved the day, right?
Yeah, she wasn't a good driver.
Yeah.
She
And-
banged the car like, I don't know. She reversed into, we used to have this store called Wigwam. You remember Wigwam? She reversed. I remember I was in the car and she reversed, thought she was going forward, but she had it in reverse, and she hit the building. The
Oh.
building. So
Whoops.
the trunk was just smashed. Like,
Oh.
yeah, I remember that. She wasn't a good driver.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, when you guys were kids, the traffic, what was the traffic like? There was not a lot of
Because
traffic.
they didn't have the freeway,
No freeways.
No, only 2 lanes, one going, one coming, going. So, traffic was bad,
Yeah.
really bad.
Were there a lot of
And then
cars?
After they built the freeway, then started. But Honolulu has too many cars. Oh my God.
Even back then, when you were getting your
Yeah,
license,
Yeah.
there was a lot of
A
cars.
lot of cars, and the road was narrow, and a lot of times it wasn't paved; it was a dirt road.
Okay. Well, what was the first car you ever bought? Do you remember your first car?
I think we had a 1949 Ford. That was the first one. I think we had a '52 Chevy.
I remember the Wildcat. Buick Wildcat?
Yeah. I bought that Wildcat, the Buick Wildcat. That was a nice car.
That was a big car.
Yeah, that was a gas guzzler.
That's what I had to take to get my license.
Oh, you
And I
did.
had to parallel park too.
But you did it.
And I did it.
You
in
did it.
3. You have to do it in 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was a wildcat?
Yeah.
What color?
Oh, like
Wildcat.
a gold color?
Gold?
Yeah, wildcat.
Yeah.
What year? You
I
remember?
don't know the year.
Shit, what year was that?
I don't know.
I forgot already.
But
It was a nice car
it
though.
was big though. Yeah. Really big.
It was big. It was big.
Yeah.
So,
I know one time we went to the football game, with the Chans. We had about 10 in a car. 10 in a car, Oh, man.
That time you didn't need
And that
seatbelts.
right? That's
That time-
Yeah.
I remember when I was a
Yeah.
kid.
And the spring, before now get the what you call, but before had the round one, yeah. So we had 10 guys in a car, Ooh. And Mr. Chan was driving. I know had Mr. Chan, Nathan, Bradley, me. Oh, and all our friends. Oh man, about 10 guys in the car. Oh.
On your way to a football game?
Yeah, football.
Where was the football game?
At the old stadium.
At the old stadium. Who
Well,
was
now it's closed now because that thing was falling apart. Yeah.
okay? So who was
Oh,
who were
where
you?
the swap meet? The swap meet.
Yeah. Okay. Who were you going to watch play there?
Oh, we used to watch all the high school games in the University of Hawaii.
It's not
Those they were pretty good.
Oh yeah, maybe that time it was still good. Yeah, maybe that other one.
So when you were a child, did you have any pets?
No, not. I used to have. When we moved here, we had Skippy, 2 dogs.
Skippy and who?
Skippy and
What about
another
Pete?
one.
We had Pete.
Huh?
We had Pete. Remember Pete?
What? Pete, yeah.
Yeah, Pete.
Yeah,
And
Pete,
then
Pete,
we had
yeah.
Skippy.
He
and
was a
then we had
nice dog.
Pete, Skippy, and Lady.
Lady, yeah.
So we had 3.
Yeah, 3 dogs.
What did they look like?
Oh,
Were
They're all
they
Lady was a
like
black
mix,
dog.
Yeah.
okay?
She was all black.
Big or little?
Oh,
She was pretty medium sized.
Medium.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skippy was small. Pete
Yeah,
was
he
pretty
was small.
big.
But he was frisky.
Yeah.
If
He
he
could
didn't know
jump.
you, he'd bite you.
Oh.
He could jump. Like, even for a small dog, he could jump
Yeah.
like high.
And you had all 3 at the same time,
No.
or different
No.
times?
Different times.
I had Skippy and Lady for a while, but only a short while.
And then they passed away.
Skippy passed away. I'm buried up there on the hill.
Oh, really? Aw.
Yeah, he was good. They were good dogs though.
Dogs are nice.
Yeah.
Aw.
And Pete, we had to take him to the Humane Society. He had cancer. But he was a nice dog, really good dog.
It's hard to lose a pet. Well,
Did you see?
any other questions before
No.
we sit?
No.
We don't want to miss anything.
No, that's good.
Thanks
Good.
for sharing your
That was a
stories
long
with
interview.
us. It's so fun to hear about. So good.
Thanks, Cheryl.
All right. We'll sign off.